peace, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little peace, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little peace, wanna see some more. See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Sugar little peace, wanna see some more.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to Pollard on first down, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll run here with Pollard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They send Ridley in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Running here, it's Pollard. Not much. Second and long coming up. Here's Levis from out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers will take over at their own 15.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a yard or 2 up to about the 16. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding that that time in the pocket was quickly coming to an end. Those defensive guys were all over him, but by buying time, flushing to his right, nice job by his receiver uncovering, leads to a nice pickup.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Going up top. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Up the sideline at the 35. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Levis with a give to Spears. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, it's Levis. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and a yard. The motion man is Boyd. On play action, here's Levis. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
So on 4th down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line. The man in motion here is Chark. Shotgun now for Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On first down, Herbert. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On second down, Levis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Tennessee. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Dobbins. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Harold Landry there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. They'll give it to Dobbins. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stop right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but That's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He'll get back to his new target this season, DJ Chark. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Herbert to the air again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now a throw here. It's back, and for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Folk now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ray gonna return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return. before being forced out of bounds.
With the score, Titans 17, Chargers nothing.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now it's Herbert. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's Spears. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. To throw is Levis. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
And the Titans
First and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Justin Avoidbe in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They go play action with Levis. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Levis. Catch made. That's Boyd. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
He's going to run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get out of his hand and lived to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Coleman trips right.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. This one complete to Palmer.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert going to go on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. So these two teams. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, faking the give. And this will be incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Davis to return it. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
5-9.
Herbert now on first down. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive, continue to cut into that deficit.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Man in motion, heading left. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't...
And he will get into the end zone. K.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers!
Herbert. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He connects with Dissly. And the Chargers are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That'll be a 1st down, a gain of 10. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 8-yard line.
There is his tight end, Dissly.
First pass complete to Will Dissly. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Now Herbert again. And he will score! Game on! Hayden Hurst, touchdown Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Chargers are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Levis. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 2nd down, Levis. Open man downfield, it's Boyd. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. It now as we get to 3rd down. Marshall is on the move. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Boyd. 2nd time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Pistol give to Pollard. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Again, it's Pollard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. On third down, they go with Spears. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining. So now the veteran, Nick Folk, with an important kick. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Nick Folk to kick off for the Titans.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Dobbins. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Titans. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll do it for